Alright, it's 11:04, starting the Colorado Trail, sections 1 through 3. Here we go. So I weighed my pack before I left, and with a liter of water, sorry my hat's kind of wonky, like it always is, with 1 liter of water, my pack weighed 18.4 pounds, so I slapped in an extra ramen, and hopefully I'm well fed. We got these cool little things, some spiky boys. I've seen a ton of fish, and I've even seen them rising, so bring your stuff. Do y'all think that's a natural waterfall? You be the judge. Also, it's been a while since we've used, I say we, my wife and I have used a Sawyer squeeze. I actually left mine outside in my car and it froze, so I'm taking my wife's here. But first couple sips definitely had a moldy taste to it. And I was wondering if any of you guys had the same experience. Yeah, that's a weird dog. But yeah. Also, if you've had the same experience or you know about it, maybe you have a solution, like doing some iodine water or something, and then running it through, or just back flushing a bunch. I back flushed it like 3 times before I started, and then I also just ran a few liters through it on my own. It looks nice. I like to go swimming. And so, yeah, either I'm getting used to the flavor or it's already worked its way through. Hopefully I don't get sick. Ooh. So I just passed mile 4. It is 12:06 p.m. I just recorded a video facing forward instead of facing me, so I don't know if you guys would prefer that or the other. Whatever, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, going at about 4 miles an hour right now. This is just a decent walking pace. I'm not pushing it too hard. I just don't want to burn myself out early. Just got to do this about 4 more times today, and that'll be good. Yeah, keep looking down at that, and that's what I'm looking at. So the weather is fantastic right now. It's probably 70 degrees, nice breeze. The river is flowing well, lots of fish. Yeah, just feeling good. This is just a beautiful day, beautiful scenes. All right, I've got 10 miles at least before I can stop. Probably stop at Bear Creek, have a little bit of lunch. Forgot to tell you, my water situation, the water still tastes like mold. So I think what I'm gonna do is, when I get down here, I'm gonna fill my bottle up. I'm gonna drop some of my Kirkland purified water. If you watch my gear loadout, it's also known as Black Velvet, some cheap whiskey. Anyway, so I'll probably throw some of that in there. Hopefully that'll kill whatever's going on and maybe just make the flavor a little bit better. And then, yeah, that could be the worst decision, but I'll find out later. So, got some water in there from the stream, and I'm gonna pour, yeah, we'll give it a little bit more. See how this goes. This could be a bad choice. I've heard somewhere that as a survival tip, that the early settlers, I believe, used to use whiskey as kind of a water purification alternative. So we'll see. And then I'm going to run it through my filter here. Just throw that on top. There we go. just like that. Shake her up, get that all mixed up, and then I'm just going to run it through, and hopefully that'll fix the flavor. Oh, those bubbles. 234, and I'm at mile 11.3. Really hasn't been that much snow, so if you're thinking about doing this early, well, I think we're supposed to get some snow on Wednesday, but it should be all right. A lot of it's south facing. The snow mainly accumulates on like these north facing spots that are a little steeper and shaded. But now I got to cross a tree. All right, this is the high point of section 1. Nice little view. Pretty sure I'm going up and around that area over there. I think I'm going around the side over that saddle eventually. Either that or I'm going up through the burn area. I don't really know. But only a few miles from the end of section 1, and then I'm going to get some water, load up a little bit, and then head into section 2, try to crush a few miles before finding my campsite. It is 3:13. I feel like people fall into a few camps. Some people fall into the camp of like, this is all regarding gear. Spare no expense, give me the best gear possible. Other people fall into the camp of gear is expensive, so give me the least expensive gear possible. I will sacrifice some quality. I'm kind of in the middle, and I think a lot of people are. I really don't like to spend too much money on gear. I will when and where it's appropriate, but even then I search for deals, and more than deals I search for value. When my wife and I set out to do the JMT, I researched tents for a long time. My previous attempt I had done, I did it with a tarp, and with my wife I wanted to have just kind of like the extra barrier, you know, some mosquito netting, because we didn't have mosquito netting on my first trip. That kind of sucked, and mice would run across our ground sheet. But yeah, so as far as my philosophy of gear goes, I really try to get the best value for the best deal. And that's why I like I said, the Mountain Cascade carbon fiber trekking poles. You get them from Costco. They're like $30. They weigh a pound, and they have cork handles. There's ways that you can lighten them up a little bit, not much, but like you can take the straps off of them and take some of the foam off. But for the most part, I mean, that's a pretty lightweight pole. It got me through the entire JMT. I'm on my second pair now, and this pair they actually sent to me for free, because the pair that I had on the JMT, I wore that carbide tip off by the end. So I contacted them, and they stand behind their product, and they're like $30. So I feel like a lot of times people just look for what the best gear is, and that's not always the answer. I think the answer is searching for the best value. And so I'll probably do some gear reviews here in the near future, why I like certain brands, what I like about them. But I feel like it also gets me into situations where, like I'm in now, like I don't want to pull the trigger on a fast packing pack. Those things are expensive. I've got a perfectly good backpack on my back right now. But like I said earlier, if I want to run, I think I'm going to have to pull that trigger. So it's going to be another hunt for the best value. I'd be interested to to know what y'all think. Have some discussions on gear and philosophies. So yeah, leave a comment below. Alright, so I am just now crossing the bridge over the Platte River. Woo. Woo. And I'm gonna get some water, and then after that I'll probably hike another 3 or 4 miles. Try to get up a little bit higher and then camp for the night. So it's pretty idyllic right now. The sun's low in the sky. It's currently 4:55. My water stop, I decided to soak my feet while I was filling up my water, because it's going to be a dry site at mile 20.3. Yeah, it took a little bit longer than I wanted. I got there at like 4:30 and wanted to be gone by 4:45. So it's 4:55, 10 minutes, whatever. Yeah, I should be strolling into camp hopefully at about 6. That'll be mile 20.3. We'll see if I can maintain that 3 mile an hour pace, because I am going uphill. So I think I'm actually probably going to be, it might be a little later than 6. If I do get there by 6, then I may consider hiking a little more. We'll see. Really nice right now. Trail goes that way. I'm on top of Pride Rock right here. I think that's the technical term, or the actual name, Pride Rock. It's where, what's that movie? Lion King was filmed. It's 5:27, probably at about mile 18 and a half, I think. I find it pretty amazing that something can be really just ripped bare, just torn up by fire, and still be as beautiful as that. It's pretty incredible. I mean, I think it shows the bones of this land are just incredible. They're beautiful. See them prancy boys? Alright, 6:08. This is mile 20.3. There's a campsite off of the trail. It's 200 feet, so leave no trace, people. And I believe there's coverage here for Verizon. So I am gonna call and talk to my beautiful angel bride after I get everything set up. Let's take a look here. Not too bad. Looks like a nice, decent little high spot here. Won't have to deal with any rain or moisture building up underneath me, so that's good. Alright, some of you are probably wondering what my shelter setup looked like. I know I told you I've got a diamond shaped hammock tarp. I'm setting it up for winds, mainly because, well, I'm on top of a ridge and there's some wind. So here we go. From here I've got the polycrow down first. I've got the Big Agnes Fly Creek sheet down second, and that's my pad. I'll throw my quilt on top of it, and then should be good. I'm probably gonna throw my pack on this side just to raise it up a little bit. You can see there's plenty of ventilation and a good amount of room. So there you go.